Hey there, everybody. So, today I was gonna talk about my past, where I've lived, basically all the time I've been moving, because I'm currently 26, and I have moved 13 times. That's quite many times to move, and I thought I was gonna go through all the cities that I've lived at, and where I've been in Sweden. So, let's start things off. So I was born in Göteborg, the Swedish second biggest capital. I don't remember much of it. I just going off what my mom told me, and we lived in two different places there when I was a very little kid. I don't remember anything about it, so I can't really say much about it. But we then moved to Osby. Osby was a little village, not village, I mean it was a little town. I mean, lots of small houses and it's a calm little community, I would say. I lived there when I was, how old was I? I was between 3 and 6, 7, something around that. That's when I lived in Osby. Yes. After Osby, we moved to a city called Hässleholm. The first apartment was just me and my mom. We lived at the highest floor in a very big tall building. We lived there a while, but then we moved into my grandma and grandpa. That's still in Osby, but they had a house, and that house was pretty. The first house was terrible, so we rebuilt the entire house. So they built their own big house. And then we had a really small house that was like a cabin with a fire stove and everything. It's really nice there. So we lived there. I was between the age 6, 7 to 10, 11, I would say, something along that line. After that, we moved to a city called Otorp, or well, it was also a little town. Otorp was very calm, and the people there were very wild. It's still in Skåne, so I haven't moved out of Skåne yet, but that's the place I lived at. The first apartment was apartment buildings, but they were covered in a dome of glass. It was really cool, except for on the New Year when people throw firecrackers inside that place was really loud. It was like a bomb going off, so it wasn't really that fun. After that apartment, we moved to one of my favorite apartments. It was up in the woods. It's still in Otorp, but it was a wooden area on a hill. The apartments were really nice. They were all interconnected. We had a second floor, we had stairs, we had a balcony, like not a balcony, we had like a ground balcony. You could grow your own stuff. It was really nice. That's my favorite place that I've lived on, if I'm gonna be honest. I really liked that one. After that one, we moved back to a place that's right next to the glass apartment. And yeah, that wasn't that bad, but like, I didn't really like it that much there. It was calm, it was chill. Yeah, so that's Otorp. Let's see, after Otorp I moved to Strängnäs. That's pretty close to Stockholm. I lived in on the furthest edge of the city in an apartment around the woods. It was on a really high hill, and you had to cross a big bridge to get to the city. The school was really nearby. I moved to Strängnäs. I was around the age of 12, 13, or somewhere between 12 and 13. We didn't live there long. It was like half a year, I think. Then we moved to Stockholm. Ooh, biggest city in Sweden. And yeah, we moved to Stockholm, and it was like an emergency movement. Like, we moved there very quickly. We just grabbed the first apartment we could find, and it was a one apartment, a one person apartment, one room. And And yeah, it was a room where both me, my mom, and her boyfriend, we all had to sleep in the same room, and that was the worst apartment I've ever been in. So what they did, they put a wall, like a wooden wall in the middle of the room to separate like a little corner for me to have my bed and my desk. And yeah, that wasn't that good. But after that apartment, we moved to it was right next to that apartment basically. It was a free room apartment. It was really nice. I liked that one. We lived there until I remember I was like 14 to 15, 16, I think, something along that line. But yeah, oh wait, 14 to 16, maybe something around that. I don't really remember exactly. I lived there that long. It was nice. It was close to the store. There was a really nice pizzeria. It wasn't that bad. Then we moved to a third apartment in another part of Stockholm. I lived there in when I was 16 to 19 or 20, something along that line. I don't really remember. I remember I lived there a bunch of years, like almost 3-4 years, I think. We lived in that one. It was a 2-room apartment. That's when I met my first girl. That's when I ended school. Lots of things. That's where most of the things went down. Yeah, and then after Stockholm, we moved to Dalarna. I'm not gonna say exactly which city I live in right now, but we live in a 3-room apartment, I think. I've made a room tour video. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna upload first. But yeah, this is a really nice place. The apartment is okay. It's okay. Okay. But the city and the place is amazing. It's really beautiful. So yeah, this is a place I really enjoy. And we've lived here I think I lived here the longest time so far. Oh yeah, I forgot before we moved to this place. I lived in a city called Rättvik, and I lived in what's it called? In a cabin. I lived there for 4 months, and it was pretty chill, but very isolated. Wait, so I'll add that in, and it's gonna be a total of 14 times. Yes, 14 times. No, not 13. My bad. Yeah, so that's where we are now. In this place I've lived, I think it's from I was 20 to 21, and now I'm 26, so it's like 5 years or so. It's the longest one so far. And I don't know when I'm gonna be moving again. But next time, hopefully, I will have my own apartment and be in better health. Anyway, that's all for this time. Now you know how many times I've moved, 14 times. I hope this video was somewhat enjoyable, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.